Last but not least, let's take a look at Igetc, the general education for both CSUs and UCs. If you're curious, Igetc stands for the Intersegmental General Education Transfer Curriculum. It's just why we call it Igetc. So again, I want to point out that Igetc is for both the CSUs or the UCs. There are 23 CSUs and 9 UCs in the state of California. If you are undecided in your major, or you're thinking that you are interested in potentially applying to both systems, or this is all just so new and overwhelming and you're not sure, I recommend that you start with Igetc. This way, you're giving yourself the most coverage for the Contra Costa College Associate degrees, the CSUs, and the UCs. Down the road, if you change your plans, we can work together and choose the right general education pattern that works for you. This looks very similar to the CSU GE if you watch that video. There are 3 courses required to meet the English communication, the English 1A or 1AX, critical thinking, of which you have a few options here, and then oral communication is here, but notice there's only speech 120. And this is only a CSU requirement. So if you are applying to both CSUs and UCs, you really want to take Speech 120 if you're following Igetc. For math, as I mentioned in the other 2 videos, if you did watch those, there is 1 math course required for transfer, but please note that Math 120 Algebra 2 does not meet transfer requirements. And a lot of times students are taking a math course that links to their major. So the math course that you choose here really is in, you make that decision in concert with whatever your major is. Area 3, Arts and Humanities, there are 3 courses that you're choosing from this area. 1 from 3A, 1 from 3B, and your 3rd comes from either section. Area 4, Social Behavioral Sciences, you choose 3 courses from this area, but please note that they have to come from at least 2 different disciplines. So as with the CSUs, if you said, I'm really interested in this AFRAM and I'm going to take these 3 AFRAM courses, you can do that. However, we can only use 2 to meet this general education. You would have to take maybe 2 AFRAM courses and then add in, say, History 110 or any other course here. You also can take courses from all 3 different disciplines. That is okay as well. The UCs and CSUs want you to have 2 sciences, 1 physical science, 1 biological science, and then one of those courses has to come with a lab. If you note that the courses that are underlined, they also include a lab. So for example, BioSci 110, that also includes a lab and meets Area 5C. However, Anthro 140 does not have a lab. However, you can add the lab down here in order to meet that. Non-science majors might take, for example, Geography 120, and then add the Geography 120 lab, and then add Anthro 140 without a lab. There's a lot of different combinations you can do to complete this section, and I'm happy to talk to you about that. Also, if you're a STEM major, you don't really have to worry about this section too much. It's pretty well covered. And the same is true up here. If you're a social science major, say majoring in psychology, sociology, history, African American studies, La Raza, you're going to have this area very well covered. You don't even need to think about it. Again, same is true for arts and humanities. If you're a drama major, humanities, history, or philosophy major, you get this area covered with courses for your major. So it's really efficient to help you with your planning. The other area that is a UC requirement only is a foreign language. Many students use their high school foreign language if they have completed 2 years of study in one language other than English with a C or better. Then we can use your high school transcripts. There's some other ways to meet this as well, including taking some courses at Contra Costa College to meet this language requirement. As with anything, there are exceptions to every rule. Many students complete all of Igetc. Some students, especially in STEM majors, are not required to. It really depends on the major, and it depends on the UC that you might be applying to. So please stay in touch with counseling so we can help you navigate that and make sure you're maximizing your possibilities to get into multiple schools, not just your top school.